Okay, so first up, we have Prolific. The website is app.prolific.co. This is a site that is similar to Mechanical Turk, another application for work from home users that I'll talk about later in this video. I also have more videos on Mechanical Turk and my experiences with it on my channel here. Please check out those videos if you're interested. So, Prolific, what is it? Well, it's a survey website that has other tasks that might not be surveys, such as watching videos, creating drawings for people, or other studies that some researchers or businesses might want you to try out. So it's a very fun, diversified website that pays very well compared to Mechanical Turk. The reason why is that you don't have to go searching for the studies, they pop up to you. So on the left here, you see this cup where it says waiting for studies and it just refreshed. This is where your studies will pop up. As you can see, I have earned 526 and 52 pounds over the past, I'd say 2 months, which translates to about 650 USD currently. So it's not bad. Up here, you see your studies. This is what we're on. Submissions. Let's click it. This is where you're going to see all the submissions you've ever had, and it's going to tell you details and stats about them. So I've had this number is misleading. It's the total number of studies I've accepted, but it's also the ones I've returned, awaiting review, approved, and even rejections. Now, I've found on Prolific that rejections are not as common as they might be on, say, Mechanical Turk. I'll get more into Mechanical Turk later. Submissions approved, 852, and total earned, 917 and 15 euros. So overall, you can see that each submission is about £1 plus, including bonuses. Not too bad, even though you may or may not get more work than I do, depending upon this section, About You. In About You, you fill out personal questions about everything from other, miscellaneous family relationships, all the way down to even mental health. So there's a lot of factors here, and your answers on these determine what type of studies you get. You're better off just being honest with all these questions, as you're going to get more relevant studies, and the researchers will appreciate you more giving the answers that reflect who you are more so than just what you think they're going to want. So overall, I'd say this site is very nice if you're new to working from home, or if you want to find another additional resource to work from. It is recommended that when you are on here, you turn on notifications for work. You should get a pop-up here when you sign up. It's very easy to sign up. There isn't much of an application process. You just make an account and then follow the steps from there, and you're pretty much approved. I don't know if it'll work outside the US and Europe. This is all I know. So that's Prolific. Next up is a website called UserTesting. You find it by going to usertesting.com. The sign-up process is not too difficult. It's actually pretty simple. The only thing is you need a microphone to participate, and preferably you have a smartphone, either Android or iPhone. So let's get to it. As you can see here, this is the available test page. And this is what you're going to see when you try to get tasks. As you can see, I have a ton of potential surveys to fill out that will get me access to doing a user testing. So each one typically pays $10. Pretty good for about 5 to 10 minutes of work. And the work you do includes sharing your screen and speaking your thoughts aloud as you work through the tasks they give you. And it's very important that you're constantly talking throughout the study, giving your thoughts, providing feedback, and answering the questions out loud. For instance, let's do this, right? Where would you most likely stay when you're on a trip? I would probably stay with a friend if I could, and let's see what happens. We appreciate effort. It can take a while to find a good match. So that's going to happen to you more often than not on here because you're not going to be a best match for all of these. Let's do another one. I typically use Gmail, right? Let's see. And that wasn't so good. So as you can see, it's not too bad. I've only been on this site for a couple weeks now, not even, and I have 3 completed tests. User test like this. This was the first one you do, and they provided feedback, and they gave me 4 stars. So the more stars you have, the better your ratings are, and the more tests you're going to be able to do. As I said, they want you to speak aloud on all aspects of the test. This site is really awesome. I wish I knew about like a couple years ago when I first started working from home, working online. So basically, once you get to user testing, you're going to see this screen. Welcome. We look forward to hearing what you have to say. And then you're going to be doing surveys to try and figure out how much of a fit you are for their tests. So, user testing overall, I think, is one you have to add to your portfolio of work from home sites. Definitely take a look at usertesting.com. Okay, the next one we're going to be looking at is Mechanical Turk, the one I've been working on for 3 years. For the final website I'll be doing in this video is Mechanical Turk by Amazon. This is what you're going to see by default when you're on the homepage, worker.mturk.com. And if you haven't seen my other videos on Mechanical Turk, I suggest you go on my channel and take a look. This is where you're going to see some really not so good hits that pays a cent for probably about 2 or 3 minutes of work. And if you're new to Mechanical Turk, you're going to have to do some of the really not so good hits to work your way up. Eventually, once you reach about 10,000 hits completed, that's the max they consider for being qualified for all tasks, except for masters. Masters is a very special qualification that gives you access to the best work for the best pay that isn't so time consuming compared to the normal tasks you'll be doing. So this is the home page, right? Not so crazy. Now we're going to go to qualifications because this is the second page you should really be working on when you're new to Mechanical Turk. You're going to want to do some of the basic ones, like whether or not you're an adult, and other ones that they have on there. If this ever loads, I'll show you it. If not, don't worry about qualifications too much. If you do get onto Mechanical Turk, you'll be good. Okay, so like I said, on here, you have your total approved hits, hit submission rate, hit approval rate. They might look at these stats, but you don't have to worry about all these. So let's not worry about qualifications. That's what that is. Take a look at yourself once you're on there. So now we're on to the dashboard. This is where you see your current earnings. I have currently $31.30 that I'll be getting paid tomorrow at some point. You can see all your hit statuses, the ones that you've completed, the ones that were approved, rejected, and pending. Don't be too turned off by this 56 rejected. That was a bad day from one requester who it's just their system blocked me from the work because I did too many tasks for them, I believe, and they just auto rejected 56 of them. I did the work, but you'll find that on Mechanical Turk at times you're going to get terrible rejections for no reason. So there's systems in place. I'll be talking about more of those systems that will help you and other workers in another video. But for now, let's just get through the quick overview. So as you can see, I've made in total almost 10,000 on my time here with Mechanical Turk over the past 3 years, I'd say. It's a great supplemental income. I wouldn't make this your only mainstay income source. Like I said, this is why I'm making the video. You're going to have a diversified work from home portfolio of sites that you go to for work. Because sometimes you're not going to get a bunch of work in Mechanical Turk, and some days you're just not going to get good paying hits at all. So you got to use your time wisely and work smarter, not harder. So overall, it's a pretty good site. It's one of the longest running online sites. It's been running since 2005. I've been on this since 2017, and I've completed 27,127 tasks so far. So if you work hard, do your tasks, and keep up with it, you're good. You gotta stay motivated. You gotta find your motivation somehow. And working on a bunch of sites helps because it can get tiring doing the same old every single day. So if you're new to working from home, I hope this video has helped you. And many blessings to you. Please subscribe, like, and comment if you have any questions or want to see more of this type of content.